Okay, so here we are. Welcome to this month's workshop with the IBF Breathing Arts. And I'm happy to introduce Robin Lawley. He is our facilitator this month. My name's Tanya. I'm one of the facilitators, one of the people on the board for IBF Breathing Arts. If everyone could mute their mics, this is being recorded and we only want to record the speaker. So thank you, Jean. All right. And so Robin Lawley is with us today. He is a musician. He is a singer-songwriter. He's a breath worker, and he's been in the field for about 30 years. So he has a lot of experience doing this type of work. And he is the leader of the IBF Breathing Arts. So I've been fortunate enough to work with him for, I guess, the last almost 3 or 4 years. We've been working together, which is great. And every month we do these workshops. So I'm really excited. I've attended Robin's workshop before and it was fantastic. So I'm really excited to see what he has in store for us today. So with no further ado, Robin.
Okay, thank you so much, Tanya. And so today we are going to see how music can help us to enhance our breathwork practice. That's basically what we are doing. So um, probably you've had experiences already using breathwork with your breathwork sessions, but uh, I would say there are four things we need to consider the relationship between music and breathwork. And the first thing, surprising enough, is developing our listening skills. Listening skills. So, music is listening to ourselves, listening to other people, listening to our heart, and listening to our body. All of these things music can help us with. And you might imagine in the world, do we actually listen to each other or do we just text each other, for example? Um, we need to listen to each other more, give space for listening. And so music is like creating a space where we can actually listen in to the energy around us. And particularly when we are doing a breath work session or we are consciously breathing, it's a moment in which we can really how can we zoom in, excuse me, zoom into that idea of things, okay? Um, obviously, uh, we are in an online session, and so we are a little limited in what we can do. In an in-person thing, we will be doing something more together, but we'll do our best with these limitations today. Um, uh, breathing with music, that means, for example, I remember a session where I happened to be with a guy with a didgeridoo. Maybe you also all know what a didgeridoo is. It's this Australian instrument made out of a tree trunk with a very low sound, a bit like that, no? And this guy came and played the didgeridoo over us while we were breathing. It was fantastic, because the vibe really got to us, and he was intuitive enough to feel the energy of each person he was playing the didgeridoo, for example. Or there's many people doing sound healing with, for example, crystal bowls or instruments like this, and this again uh, helps us to feel inside our bodies. No, so there's an idea also of resonance. We resonate to the vibes of the people and the sounds around us. So it's like with some people, you just feel, wow, immediately I am, I'm there with the other person, and without saying anything, it's like we're sharing the vibes together, okay? And music can help us individually to connect with parts of ourselves, okay? And The other thing which music can do is to help us to open our heart. And the heart is where uh, transformation can begin. It's like the bridge between our physical existence and our spiritual existence, if you like. So opening the heart really enables us to uh, begin to feel more authentic, to feel really what's going on inside us, and to give space to that. Okay, so we're going to give space to those things today. So develop listening, uh, breathe with the music, open your heart, and be connected with your body. Okay, so another thing which I feel is important is relaxation. We live in a world where relaxation, we go to special classes to learn how to relax. We live stressed lives. Many things are happening for us, and we've forgotten uh, those moments when we can relax. So, really, an important part of allowing music to enhance our breathing is to learn to relax. So, I'm going to start with a couple of exercises to help us with relax. So, the first thing is with the throat chakra. So, the throat chakra is here. Okay, and it's a very simple exercise which I'd like us to try, um, which is a head roll. Okay, and it works like this. So we breathe in through the nose, and we try to move our neck as far as possible to one side, and then we just breathe out again. And we do the same to the other side. So breathing in through the nose. Okay, and coming back. So this time, check your shoulders. Are your shoulders relaxed? Because that's important too. So by opening up our throat chakra, uh, when we actually start doing some singing, it's going to be easier. So let's try it once again and just check that your shoulders are relaxed and you're in an upright posture. Okay, here we go. So breathing in as much as possible, and then just come back breathing out gently. Breathing in and breathing out. If you're doing it properly, you're going to hear some clicks, or maybe you'll hear some clicks. I hear clicks when I do it. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. The other side, breathe in and breathe out. So just to complete this, we're going to go forward and back. So this time breathing in, we're going to lean backwards with our neck, breathing in. And coming back, breathing out forward. Breathing in. And breathing out. Let's do this a couple more times. So breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Very good. Okay. So do you feel that your neck has loosened up a little bit now? We hold a lot of tension here. You know, there are two places where we hold tension in our body, here because it's a very restricted area of our body and many energy channels run through this part. And the other part is the bottom of our body where we spread out to our legs. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is just talk about diaphragmatic breathing. Okay, I've just become a granddad, and my grandson is now a couple of weeks old, and I learned something. No, so newborn babies don't breathe through their mouth; they breathe only through their nose. Isn't that interesting? So our nose is really what we need for breathing. And so what's the mouth for? I mean, it's for eating, okay? It's for speaking and singing. And so um, there are people who, for example, run a marathon and they never use their mouth. So they've developed the capacity to run a marathon just breathing through their nose. And this is what I would advise you to try to do, okay? So we're going to do another relaxing exercise. So just stretch your body a little bit at the moment. That's it. Okay. Does that feel good? Okay. Now, put your hand on your belly. Okay. That's basically where your diaphragm is. Somewhere here. Okay. And as you breathe in, just allow the diaphragm to expand and you bring the breath right up to the top of your chest. So breathing in through the nose, okay? Breathing in. And then letting go. And checking that your shoulders are relaxed and you're sitting up straight. Okay, one more time. Breathing in. One more time. Breathing in. You know, something is very interesting because everybody wants to be, I don't know, like Ryan Gosling with like really strong muscles here. And we're trying to be slim, but basically to breathe correctly, we need to relax our belly. So without worrying about how it looks like, okay? So this final exercise is just to begin to feel the energy in our body. You probably know it. It's called box breathing. And it's, you breathe in to a count of 4, you hold for a count of 4, you exhale for a count of 4, and you hold the exhale for a count of 4, okay? Basically, on the inhale, we try to be as relaxed as possible, like we were just doing there. So I was breathing in and you can put your hand on your belly if you like, just to feel that your diaphragm is really working for you. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. At that point, when you hold, you tense every muscle in your body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you exhale for 4. You relax all your muscles again. And then you hold that exhale for another count of 4. Is that clear to you? So first inhale, you relax. but you bring the breath up to the top of your chest, okay? And while you're doing that, look and see if your body is really relaxed. Are there any areas of your body which are tense? Then you hold that for 4 counts, but as you hold it, it's like breathing in. So you breathe in. And you hold that tension in your body for 4. Then on the out breath, you let it go, everything. And then after you've done the exhale, you hold that exhale for 4. And you scan your body to see if there are any areas which are still tense. Is that okay? So I suggest we do this 5 times, okay? So I'll give you the count and we'll see how it goes. All right, here we go. So breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Last time. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And just take one long clearing breath through your nose. And just allow yourself to relax. So, how was that? Any questions, anybody? Do you feel more present in your body now? That's the thing. Connecting to our body, okay? All right. Now, I'm going to do another exercise with you, which comes from the Sufis. So the Sufis are a mystic sect of Islam living in, well, it comes from Turkey and the Middle East, basically, okay? And these sounds are to energize your chakra. So we're going to begin to use our voice now, not just the breathing, but we're going to be using our voice, okay? And I'll do my best to show this here in my limited space, okay? So that's the best I can do, okay? So the first sound is the sound hu, and hu is connected with the root chakra. So when we do this, we make the sound hu. So we breathe in always with the nose and make the sound on the exhale, of course. So but you can use your arms to help you. So, for example, it goes a bit like this. So breathing in, hoo, 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 hoo. A little faster. Hoo, 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 hoo. Stop and just feel the energy. Still breathing. So that was reaching into our root chakra, okay? The next sound is ho, like ho, ho, ho. And ho goes to our belly, to our hara, to our second, third chakra, this area. So, okay, ho, a bit like Baba Natali, Father Christmas, no? So the same thing. Ho, 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 ho. I just feel the energy in that area of your body. Okay, try to keep uh, your knees bent and your body flexible while we do this. So the next one is ha, 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 ha. And it's the heart area, this one. Okay, the same thing. You can use your arms to help you and bending your knees while you do it. Here we go. Ha, 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 ha. I just feel the energy there. Okay, now we come to the throat area. Okay, and the sound here is you're heady, you're heady, you're heady. Okay, so the same thing, but we're focusing on the throat area this time. So a bit like this. You're heady, 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 you're heady. And you can just feel the energy. We have one last sound. It's for the third eye and the crown. And this sound is sifa, sifa. Okay, let's try. Sifa, 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 sifa. And just feel the energy in your body now. So how is everybody after that? Do you feel more energy in your body now? Okay, good. All right. So that's one exercise where you want to charge your body. I mean, we just did a very short version of that. like you can do the whole thing. It's a way of energizing uh, your body. Okay, so there we are combining the sounds with our breathing. Okay, because to make a sound we have to breathe. So that's basically a basic connection between what we could call music and breath work. Okay, so while we're in that state, I'm going to make one sound for you, and I'd like you to tell me where you feel this in your body. So close your eyes for a moment and just allow this sound to vibrate with you. Here we go. Okay. So how did that feel for you? Did you feel it somewhere in your body? How do you feel with that sound? For me, it's calming. And for you, any particular reaction? Ah, okay. Uh, I put it on the sound for musicians, but that's a problem with Zoom, Tanya. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to do another exercise. This time it's for harmonizing the chakras with sounds. And let me see. Okay. And this is what we want. Okay. Can you all see that? Okay. So this woman is called Chloe Goodchild, and she's developed this. She's not really a breath worker, but it's about uh, energizing all the chakras. And there's a sound for each chakra. Okay. I guess you're all aware of the chakras, no? You know the chakras in the body, right? And so the first chakra sound is sa. Okay. And basically, the position here is I put it up on the screen because you can't see me completely here. Okay. But basically, your feet are together and your hands are, your right thumb is over your left thumb and your eyes are closed and you are relaxed in contact with the ground. Okay. And we're going to have to go through this one by one, but it's a sequence, not going through all of the chakras. So I'd ask you to, you need to stand up really to feel this, okay? And hopefully the sound is going to be okay. But basically, this is the starting point where our energy begins, is the root chakra, okay? And it's like where we start, where the energy starts. So we do this with eyes closed, okay? And making the sound sa. So it's going to be something like this. Sa. One more time. Sa. Last time. Sa. This is where the energy begins. It's where the energy starts in our root chakra. Okay. Now we go on to the second chakra. Here we are. So if you look at the pictures, the second chakra, the sound is Ray. And what happens is if we do the sequence, so we're going from being totally closed, eyes closed, body closed, we open the legs and we open the arms and we open our eyes, okay? And it's like light coming in out of the darkness. So in the first chakra, we were in the beginning of things. We were in the dark. And so this is the beginning of light. The second chakra is the beginning of light. Okay. Arising from our root chakra to fill up the rest of our body. And feel the presence of light, particularly in your palms as we do this. Okay. So it's going to be a bit disjointed because we're not doing the whole sequence, but we'll do it once like this, and then we'll try to do the whole sequence afterwards if we have time. Okay. So the sound here is re. Okay. And so taking up the position, legs apart, arms outside, palms pointing towards the ground, eyes open, looking straight forward. So it's important to have your eyes open. We're coming into the world now. Here we go. So the sound is Ray. Ray. One more time. And from this, we take our hands, make a soft fist, and they're resting on our hips, okay, for the next chakra, the third chakra, okay. In the third chakra, the sound is Ga, and it's about transforming the negative emotions we have in that area, second and third chakra, into positive ones, into a positive feeling. Okay, so the sound is ga, and remember, try to keep your body as relaxed as possible. And so the fists are not hard, they're soft fists, okay? And they're resting on your hips. So the sound this time is ga. Let's try this together. Ga. Ga. One more time. Ga. Good. Okay. So we come to the fourth chakra, the heart chakra. And this is really to open up the spaciousness in our heart area, okay? And we bring forth our fists, which have been here, you remember? And we bring them upwards. We release them from the hips, and our palms are facing upwards. It's like in a pose of giving and receiving through the palms, okay? And the sound this time is ma. Interesting, ma, like mama, ma, ma, a very important sound. Here we go. So let's try this. Eyes open, shoulders relaxed, feet apart, relaxed with the palms pointing upwards. Here we go. Ma. Again. Ma. One more time. Ma. So we're moving up the spinal channel, the prana channel. Now we come to the fifth chakra, and this time the sound is pa. So we've filled the bottom part of our body with pure energy, and we've begun to open our heart. And so now, with the fifth chakra, we want to give it out to the world. So from this position of the hands, we are giving it away. I try to make enough room. With the hands outstretched like in the picture, okay? And so the sound is pa. Here we go. Let's try this. Breathing in. Pa. Again. Pa. Last time. Pa. we're almost there. So from the arms outstretched, we bring them back together in the famous pose, pointing upwards to our soul star, to the energy above us, okay? And the sixth chakra, so the third eye, this is developing our intuition and our connection with spirit. So Da is the sound this time. So breathe in, let's try. Da. Da. Last time. Da. Okay. From this diamond mudra, which we've done with our hands, this position is called the diamond mudra. We're going to rise it above our heads. So from that position, right up here, but this time we're looking upwards. That's the only difference. So looking upwards, and it's a bit like the Sufi sound. It's a ni sound. So let's try this. So breathing in, looking upwards, pointing upwards as far as we can. Again. One more time. And then we come full circle to the eighth chakra. So the eighth chakra, sometimes known as the soul star chakra, is just above our head. And so still looking up, but like collecting all the energy coming down from our soul into our body, looking up, and we return to the basic sound of Sa. You remember Sa was the first chakra. So we're completing like an octave of sounds with this. So Sa again. So let's just breathe in and try. Sa. Sa. Last time. Sa. And so just bring your hands down and relax and feel the energy in your body now. Okay, everybody okay? How was that for you? You can put um, comments in the chat if you don't want to speak, but I'm open to hearing from you if you like to unmute and say anything. Okay, so Jean, the name of the lady is Chloe Good Child. Interesting name. Okay. What I'm going to do for those of you who wish, I've prepared a couple of PDF files which I'm happy to send to you, including instructions for this particular meditation and also a playlist of music you might like to use with your breathwork sessions. Okay. And so I'm going to put up my email. So if you would like to receive that, just drop me a line on my email. It's very easy, robinlawley@gmail.com. Okay. And on that document, you will find links to YouTube videos of this music. And so you can get an idea of this. So we're moving in now to, this is something we can do with our own voices, what we've done so far to change the energy in our body. So I don't know if you're feeling any different from when you came into this workshop. I certainly am. So you had one exercise for energy, and this was more about balancing all of the energy in your body, aligning the chakras. Okay? And so Eurythmics. So Eurythmics is a music group, no? Okay. As I said, I was just showing you the basic steps, but eventually with practice, you learn to go through because it's like changing from one chakra to the other. We really, unfortunately, don't have time to do that today, but you can gradually learn the movements and the sounds and go from one chakra to the other, maybe even with just one or two sounds. And you'll really notice the impact it has on yourself, on your energy. Okay. So the diagrams I've showed you are all on that and with some more instructions about that. So if you want that, you can just write to me and I'll send that on to you. Okay. All right. So what we are going to do now, we're going to do a breathwork session. Okay. With music. Ah, okay, Christiana, I see. Even Greek and older. There you go. Okay. Uh, I'm afraid I grew up with music in the 70s and the 80s, so Eurythmics means that to me, but I get your point. Okay. Um, so I do a regular online group and developed this basically, particularly during the pandemic when I could not be there really to guide people personally. And I wanted people to have an interesting experience of breathing online and connecting. So what I did was I started making compilations of music, uh, which would be suitable to accompany a breathwork session. And for me, there are 3 parts to a breathwork session. Sorry about that. I forgot to switch off my phone. There you go. Okay. So what I was saying, there are 3 basic sections to every breathwork session. The first part, you need to get extra energy. So you need to breathe more deeply, more fully than usual to have the experience of more energy in your body, and bringing more energy into your body begins to move the energy in all your body. So that really is maybe the most important part of the session. Like, you can't do a breathing session wrong. Your body knows what it needs, you know. So even if you go to sleep, that's fine. So Tessie, if you want to go to sleep, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Your body knows what you want to do, but like, the more energy we bring in, the more we're going to move the energy in our body. So this first part, it could take a couple of minutes, it could take 10 minutes, it depends where you are, but that's the first part of the session. So ideally, I like to use some music which is rhythmic and has a definite beat to it at the beginning. Okay, usually. Okay. Once you've got the energy in your body as much as you need for that particular session, the next stage is that you begin to integrate that experience. That means, you know, like, whatever emotions come up, whatever physical feelings come up, whatever other thoughts come up, you continue breathing, but not to get more energy, but to integrate whatever you are experiencing. Okay. And so that's a different sort of scene. So I generally put on some more um, heart-centered music, which are going to come reach into your heart in that part. Okay. Our emotions get expressed particularly through the heart. So opening the heart in a session is a really good way of um, getting to know yourself, getting to know the feelings that are inside of you, and integrating them, which is the whole point of the session. Then after a certain time, the energy calms down, and like in Nidra yoga, you need to spend at least 5 minutes just totally relaxing and enjoying the new state of energy that you have at the end of the session. Okay, so that's going to be quieter, calming, more, let's say, spiritually orientated music at the end. Okay, and so it depends, you know, like, if you really feel very agitated, then you probably want to just put on calmer music anyhow, rather than putting on more rhythmic music, not to calm down. If you're feeling a lack of energy, then maybe you need to put more rhythm music on to get your energy moving. Okay, and so I can't tell exactly where each of you are, but I hope that you will be able to relate to this music. And it's about listening to the music, you know? So what does the music tell you when you're listening to it and you're breathing? What does it tell you? Okay. And so that's the whole point of this. So this is going to last a little bit under an hour. Okay. And I will try to guide you in parts, but basically, um, you will need to take responsibility yourself for what's going on. Okay. And we're ready. Okay, so
Can I ask you a question, Robin?
of course, yeah.
when you mention about the first part to bring energy into the session, by that you mean to increase the level of energy by doing some, for instance, some chakras like the one that we did before, some chakras exercise, or you mean to have awareness of the energy?
Well, both really, but basically to breathe more deeply, to take in more physical energy, if you like, to breathe more deeply.
Okay.
And you're going to be breathing in a connected way. So the inhale is connected to the exhale. So it's conscious connected breathing. This is what we are doing.
Okay.
And so it's like if you find that it might be that you need to breathe a little bit faster. So instead of breathing really slowly, which is very relaxing, you might need to breathe a little bit faster, because as you breathe faster, it tends to increase the energy that you're taking in. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Now it's more clear.
Okay, good. All right. So I invite you all to take a comfortable position. If you want to lie down, that's ideal. If you want to do it sitting up, you can do that.